Hello and welcome to this episode of In the Clutches of the Cult. My name is John Gotobed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the group explore Feathergale Spire following a harrowing fight on its upper level.
They did attack us first. This is kind of how warfare works.
Steel. This room has the same sort of layout: two beds, chests, closet, desks, etc. But there is a thick layer of dust over everything that suggests no one's actually been living in here for a little while.
Quickly checks one of the chests to make 100%.
It's empty.
Checks the other one just in case.
Also empty.
He's thorough.
Can I go downstairs, John, please?
Yep.
How long has it been since? It's been a bit.
Are you ready to go Are you ready to go downstairs, Steel?
Yeah.
Sage, you wander into the kitchen. You can see two people wearing suits of regalia matching the cultists, who are just sort of wafting steam from the cauldron and just breathing deeply.
Can I shout at them?
Yeah?
I'll do an intimidation check first. Okay. Gentlemen, just to let you know that we are taking over this. We have killed your comrades upstairs, and now the only that's left is you. So if you like your blood on our blades, please just, just surrender to us. Pulls out sword.
You still have to pull out a sword.
They will both throw their hands up in the air and just sort of, no, it's okay.
Spice, I think they just live here.
Who else is in this?
I don't know. I mean, Indra's the leader of this spire.
This spire?
Yes. And the other one just kind of sharply looks over.
Which one was the one that sharply looked over?
What? So he sharply looks at the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gone.
I have the frozen head of your leader upstairs. Find a new line of work. Perhaps
Well,
maybe
the
a
police
new
will
belief
come
system.
after you.
Yeah.
Well, the police will be at you.
Okay. I mean, we mostly just work the kitchen, but
Oh, that's fine.
I suppose we could find somebody else's kitchen to work in. I mean, can we still do catering?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can do catering. I'm just don't hurt people, and you're good.
Okay.
What's in the cauldron, actually? Bard is easily distracted.
It's a soup. We were instructed that we needed to try and how did she put it? Become the steam.
That's weird. Keep breathing on it.
The cult says a lot of weird things.
I agree. Well, I mean, congratulations on your new castle, I guess. Bard is gonna grab a ladle, just sort of dip it into the soup and just taste it a little bit. What does it taste like?
Do you ever actually want to drink something that was intended for a cult?
That's definitely a con save.
Yeah, it's a nice red colour. It's
It's
quite
got an eyeball in it.
actually. It's quite sweet, and it tastes quite cool. It's
It tastes like tomato juice. Or it tastes like strawberries.
It's
What blood tastes like, guys.
It's a sort of chickeny broth.
You were so fucking lucky.
What? They were literally breathing it in. I don't think luck has anything to do with it. I think this is just actual soup. Could use a little bit of pepper, but other than that, I think it's really good soup.
Yeah, it's not great. You're not sure. Like they don't seem to be using the best of ingredients.
I could see Borrow just like giving them a minute course.
It's just like where do you get you
You put an apron on and you go, let me show you how it's done.
Oh, bold of you to assume he doesn't have one on all the time. He reaches into his bag, like just pulls out an apron, sort of like unfurls it, puts it on.
No, even better. He just strips off his cloak like frickin' Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror Picture Show, and there's just an apron underneath.
I was picturing the sort of the Superman kind of, takes
just
off
like
the upper layer of armor, and underneath there's just the apron unfurls.
Wait,
No,
just
no,
an
no,
apron.
no.
Is he naked underneath?
No.
Because he's a sweet transvestite.
We don't need a green naked man. Kitchen.
Hey, never underestimate the power of a green naked man.
Okay.
That needs to be on a t-shirt now. Buy it at the FBS merch store.
Yeah, I know, right?
Borrowed is gonna try and improve the soup.
Okay. It's not that difficult to improve. You can throw in a couple of spices and
maybe some like more vegetables and actually like some of the good bits of the chicken. Just stuff like that. So it's not like making sure it's not like sitting there too long, so it doesn't like overboil and trash the soup.
Okay.
Because funny enough, you can burn soup, which is interesting.
Yeah, you can.
I was wondering if it would be possible for me to ask one of you two a question. Or more accurately, if one of you two might answer a question.
I mean, you can ask us a question, but I don't know if we'll know the answer.
Luna, just go easy on them. They're just the cook staff.
I know, but that's the thing. They're the cooks. They'd have been so easily overlooked. Not because you fail at anything, but because people in power tend to overlook people below them. Trust me.
This one just kind of mumbles a little bit, but this one says, "You'd be surprised the things we hear."
That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
I like both of these two were taking them.
Huh?
That was out of character. Continue with your interrogation.
Oh.
I like these cultists. Can we keep them? You'll never walk them.
Hey! Yes, we will.
We can always use more staff on the flying castle.
Honestly, yeah.
Sage is basically like foot up against with his arms crossed. See what they know.
My child was taken from me. Her body was stolen. Have you heard anything about an attack on Waterdeep?
No, that wasn't something. We weren't working on anything like that. I mean, our particular spire was working on combining the powers of the air elementals, the almighty air elementals, with the water elementals.
Almighty. I'm sorry, you mean the things we destroyed upstairs?
Well, I just sent them home.
Technically, we didn't destroy them.
I am so sorry. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the failure of the cult. Did you hear anything? Maybe did they mention another cult making moves?
It could be any of them, I suppose. There's a number of other cults out there.
Yes, but you haven't heard anything specific.
No. I mean,
Well,
it could even be somebody within our own cult, but not this spire.
I thought I could ask. I should ask. Thought you might know. I do appreciate your time. I hope you understand. She's my child. I just want to find her.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We understand.
Why don't you finish with this, Barrett? I need a moment. And she just flees outside.
Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor? And Borrowed will form a just a maul in his hands and says, "Do you mind just going upstairs and there should be an ice statue of the leader. Do you mind just taking the head?"
Sage just nods, and he goes up.
Dude, I'm offering the maul to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He just nods.
That'll disappear about after a minute, so appreciate it if you got it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll know when it's back to me. Continue.
What about these guys? Yay.
Oh, I've got them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And Steel's in the way. Excuse me. Big man. Just look at him. And I head off to go and get the head.
You head back up the stairs, and you can easily remove the head. It definitely takes a couple of swings, but...
Yeah, just because if we want to ask it some questions, we can go all the way back to Waterdeep and get Yaghole out of retirement.
And then I come back. Here it is. The head.
Oh well, apparently we have a new clip.
Oh.
Ooh.
Never underestimate.
Yeah, never underestimate.
Borrowed will. If you don't mind just hanging on to the head, for me.
Sure. I'll just hold it like in my hand, like next to the chest. Hold it. Facing the guys, because we don't want to scare them even more.
Do they have is this kitchen outfitted with like an ice box of sorts?
You don't see one. There are a number of crates.
We could always ask Luna to keep it. Ice Lady to freeze it. You know, keep the box chilled.
Bard is going to turn to the two cook staff and just say, "Would you guys like a ride back into town?"
I'm sure.
I mean, there's not really much left for you here unless you've got like a... Do you guys have a garden? Or... Are you all like...
I mean, we have the solarium. The hurricanes tend to it.
Not more.
Yeah. I've got an idea. There are a couple of like places in Red Larch that are actually looking for work. A couple of taverns actually looking for cook staff. So,
Oh,
if you want, we can just give you a ride back there to
okay.
get started somewhere. We might include room and board, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It's better than being in a decayed castle. Decayed.
I mean, that would be better than being left here to fend for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, Bard is going to just basically say, "So it's decided then," and then just sort of like lightly just sort of tap the cauldron, and the cauldron's just going to levitate. And he's going to take one of the handles and just start to like walking with it.
Again?
I'm not adopting. We're simply taking them into town. And then
They followed me home.
And then when they try to leave, you're gonna give them the puppy dog look. Be like, "Well, I mean, are you sure you don't want to travel with us? Because I mean,
I'm just taking the cauldron. They can come if they want.
I mean,
It would be nice to give them a ride into town.
we'll come to Red Larch, yes.
Yeah, there you go. It's fine. Get some new clothes while we're at it.
Yeah, something that isn't like cultist roby.
Borrowed.
Yeah.
While this conversation is occurring, you also sense from Flair that flowers are being put into his feathers. His feathers? Her feathers. Her feathers. And he's just kind of, she's just asking, what do I do?
Sit there and look pretty.
I despise you, Master.
You look pretty anyway, but now you have flower crowns and stuff.
And
They'll be out of your feathers soon. Don't worry about it.
Eventually, about 10 to 15 minutes after Milo went in there, Milo comes out with feathers in his hair. Flowers in his hair. Breed into Flair's feathers. And carrying three large, I can count numbers. Flower crowns, which he hands to
Steel.
Reaches forward and picks, like, holds it with one finger, looks at it curiously.
You can wear it on your head.
Thank
Go
you.
on. You're welcome. And then goes in and places one on Borrow's head.
Bard will like sort of kneel down. Thank you.
Where's Luna?
If you'll allow me to do this, John, since we're not in combat, Borrowed is going to sort of use control flames to sort of like keep the fire under the cauldron as he sort of drags it along with levitate.
yes, I will allow that for sheer awesomeness.
Yeah.
I asked Borrowed, where did Luna go?
Lunar is outside, I think.
Over there somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, she's outside crying her eyes out. She's just bawling, really ugly crying. Like she did the amazing sexy cry earlier, and now she's just bawling.
Milo is gonna come up to Luna. Ice lady?
Oh, Milo. Yes?
What's wrong? Are you still upset about your daughter?
Yes. I mean, the long shot, I guess. I was hoping we'd find her here, and I'd have her back.
I'm sorry. Here, and he
Apologize.
gives you a flower crown.
Oh,
I hope that makes you feel a bit better, and I'm sure we'll find her soon.
well, with such great companions, I have no other choice but to find her, huh?
I mean, I
Thank you.
don't know her. I mean, I just don't know what's going on here, so I'm just following you because
It's
well, I
alright.
promised you I called to make sure you're okay. Some way.
I appreciate your help. You don't know me, and you don't know my situation, but you were so willing to give me a hand, and I can't tell you how much that means to me.
Well, Yago promised me, and I promised Yago that I'll make sure you're okay in some way.
Well, there's that too.
Plus, well, it's kind of like cult stuff, so I'm looking for some other people as well that I'm hoping I won't be connected to it, but yeah.
Oh. Well, rest assured, as we're looking, if there's anything I can do to help you, I will.
Well,
Of course, my focus will be on finding Briar, but I will help.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll ask you one thing. If you hear the word of the borrow founds, just let me know.
I'll keep that in mind. Can you just say it again?
Borrow founds.
Right. If I hear that name, I will tell you.
Thank you. I'm just gonna
Anything-
sit with her. I'm assuming they're both sitting on the bridge, right?
Yeah. She's just kind of sitting there, but she's not sniffling as hard now, and she's smiling a little.
Aw.
You made her feel better.
Borrowed, as you concentrate on both levitate and control flames, the cauldron picks itself up, and the fire just sort of walks off of the logs and starts following the bottom of the cauldron like two little fire legs.
That's
Your
everything I
little
wanted.
log.
And as you sort of leave, you've got two cultist caterers following you along with the cauldron. Just
Yep.
Well, I mean, admittedly, they work for cultists. They have seen weirder.
Yeah.
So, what's happening now?
I think we need to head back to Red Larch and inform that officer that we've dealt with this issue.
And get
What
these
about
two
the
some
others?
jobs.
What about
Yes,
the other
that-
two? What those two creatures? I mean, you still got them banished, right?
Oh, they went home.
What?
They went home.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the
how-
two mutant elementals just went home?
Yeah.
So we're not going to be worrying about them at all then, no?
No. I asked them nicely by flipping them off, and they went home.
Okay.
I just realised that
That's all in-
Sage didn't get a flower crown.
Yeah, you're not on this level of friendship yet, sorry.
No, that's fine, it's fine. It's like,
Kind of still looks at him and just gets his one out. Do you want it?
no, thank you.
Sean says, sounds legit.
I understand with your attitude, I understand emotions. Just like myself.
I
Okay.
know the use.
And just what you're still talking, and I just walk off. That was the end of the conversation.
Do you make
I
your way
just-
back to the castle?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, Mr. Seal, let's go.
This time, I actually have this map prepared.
Well, hey.
Well, hey.
How I imagine Borrowed getting up there is just him just sort of holding onto the cauldron as it just rises further and further into the air.
This is a stupid question, but this is a very long rope.
I can't. Oh god.
Whoa.
Oh god. Oh god. So where were we? We were at the Feathergale
Gale.
Spire.
So you start to fly the castle back into town, and you've got a few hours that you can spend in the castle, so you can take a short rest.
Ooh, very nice.
My spells.
Guess who gets all of his spell
Oh, I
slots
can't. Can I not be able to prepare new spells then? No.
No, not on a short rest. You do have Milo. You do have arcane recovery,
Oh, I forgot about that.
so you can choose expended spell slots to recover that is equal to half of your.
Well, actually, I'm not really. There's nothing big to look for anyway, so I'm not actually not worried about that. I'm more worried about getting my health up.
Okay. Well, you can spend some nice hit dice to do that.
Boink.
6.
I didn't take any damage.
Oh,
I'm
I
really proud of
did.
myself for that.
8. 6 plus 8. Is 14.
Really? Jeez.
Oof.
And I'll use another one. Fuck it.
My. One more. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Luna, would you like to spend any hit dice to recover health?
Probably a good idea. How do I do that?
You just click hit dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, wait. Now you click hit dice.
Ah, okay. Alright, hold on.
Ignore that one and click again.
Tink.
Apparently 7.
Never mind. Apparently you wanted to roll a 7. You can roll more.
I should probably roll a couple more. Okay, ow. Ow. Ow.
So that's an 18. Is anybody particularly keeping watch or flying the castle?
I don't know how to drive it. The only one that knows how to drive it is probably Borrow and Milo. And Luna.
And Luna.
Yeah.
If anyone would have taught Steele, he would have happily listened to how to pilot it. But
I would say that we probably did a lot of we probably did a little bit of a tour before we actually did anything with Steel and probably Sage.
Sort of the orientation to the castle, like, okay, so
Yeah.
watch this 5-minute video on the health and safety inside the castle.
Watch this YouTube video and all that. So
picking up
Don't
box
pet this. Don't
before
pet.
you pick up a box, you should.
John, can I just ask a quick question? With the cultists,
Yes.
did they have any like markings or like a sigil, like a symbol?
They did. And I think
Wait,
I
is
left...
I think we all got distracted by Kiri's ready step.
I don't think I brought that cult symbol over. One moment.
Oh, I know the one.
oh, I think I know the one.
No, go away. Thank you. So who is keeping watch?
I'll keep watch.
Yeah, I would. Steele, I would be helping pilot or keeping watch, one of the two.
Could I get a perception check from either of you, or you can give one of you advantage?
What's your perception?
My perception is +7.
My perception is 0, so I'll give you advantage.
Okay, okay.
That is, yep.
Please mute that tab because I don't want to hear the music twice.
Never.
So for the most part, you look out over the Sumber Hills, and it's a mountainous mountain range with not a lot of greenery to it. But as you start to get back to Red Larch, you cross over sort of the boundary where forest and farmland take over from the hilly terrain. And about a mile or so after the thank you DMUK01 for following. Welcome to the final boss fight party. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight down together.
Yay!
Look.
Hi.
Mark.
So yeah, about a mile after you leave the hilly terrain of the Sumber Hills, before you get back to Red Larch, Steel, you just spot a massive conflagration, and an explosion just rocks the landscape, and smoke starts to rise from it.
What the flying fuck?
From where? Sorry.
Just sort of in the forest, somewhere along one of the roads.
I proceed to raise the alarm as best I can.
Okay.
I feel like him raising the alarm is him just standing on the edge of the staircase, going, "Fire! Fire! Fire!"
Well, do we all hear this?
Am I still holding this head?
No, I would have taken it from you and put it in like a. I would have put it in basically like just
Do as I'm told.
just a chest full of ice in the icebox. That's what I'd do.
Okay. I was just sitting there on the green. Just... Ooh. Or eraser.
Oh, somebody's got a fast car, isn't that nice?
Well, you know
No,
they say
no,
about
it
people.
wasn't a fast car. It's just someone who thinks they have a fast car.
Well, you know what they. You know what they say about people with fast cars.
They die quickly?
Nah, they got small personalities. You know what I mean?
Yes, they do. Yes.
So I go to see what Steel sees. What do you see? What do you see, Steel?
I point out the pillar of smoke and everything.
We should go over there. That seems like very fun stuff.
What on earth is happening? I'm going to have to agree with Harold. I think we need to investigate.
There's other people besides the party on the ship, right? Is Merlin with us?
Merlin is in Waterdeep with the... Sorry, here's the
Crickleballs.
symbol. Crickleballs.
Right. Was there anyone else on here besides the party?
we got Remus.
Remus would be here along with the two cult caterers.
Cool.
That you adopted.
I didn't adopt them. I'm going to keep them just sort of like busy, sort of preparing tonight's meal, which is mostly just making. The last thing I pretty much had to do was just make bread and add some more vegetables to the soup that they already made. So I'm just gonna have them do that.
Okay.
While we go and just to keep them busy until we reach Red Larch, and then let's go check out the massive explosion that just happened.
We go.
I'm also going to alert Remus that they're here and just keep an eye on them.
Remus sort of nods. Okay.
And he says, "Thanks. Dinner should be in soon." And then he goes.
Remus just kind of thinks for a second and then just decides that he's going to head to the kitchen to make sure nothing gets added to the soup that shouldn't be.
Remus.
Guys, Cupid has ruined everyone for food. No one trusts it anymore.
I mean, Remus is also not trusting people that you have literally just taken from a cult.
They were initiates. They weren't going to fight us.
You head down, and you see, as you approach, how are you getting down there?
We can take the griffins. I can just sort of float down.
I've got wing boots.
You've got wing boots. I've got a bird.
Whoever helps me down would be great.
Yeah, Remus knows how to deal with people that might want to poison you at a moment's notice.
Oh, Remus is from Barovia.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was the character I made up for when I was doing the session, and he's a were-raven.
Oh,
family.
that's the coolest thing.
He is he's a little bard. He was 16 years old when he all met the other guys, and he basically the story is that they actually did leave, and Remus actually went with them, and he was free.
Oh, I cannot tell you how much I love were-ravens.
I love
So
were-ravens. It's so good. I think I remember, like, John. I was telling John.
Yeah.
Like, John, do you know how much I like were-ravens?
It turns out the answer is quite a lot.
Yes. Do you know how much I like? You know what I like, guys? I like dragons or were-ravens. That's so
Let's take. I haven't actually. It's about time. It's about around this time of day that I would probably take the griffins out again because they just got fitted for stuff.
Okay.
So I think they need to stretch their wings. So everybody get on a bird.
Do you want to show him the picture of what Remus looks like, by the way?
Yeah, I think I have that here.
Show him the picture of Remus.
Yeah, here he is.
Get a chance to draw.
You want me to ride it? Yeah, I mean, are you sure that's safe?
So elegant.
So elegant.
Oh yeah, just I would recommend going on Thunderplume. He's the most behaved.
Right. Well, I mean, she's just so big, and I mean, not that that's a bad thing, obviously, and
Bard is going to grab Luna's hand and just sort of guide over to like just Thunderplume's like sort of like face. Well, first bring Luna up and just okay. First thing you have to do is bow.
Right.
So bow.
She's bowing.
Okay, good. And then Thunderplume just sort of like returns the bow, and then just okay. Give me your hand.
Oh, okay.
And then Bard is going to sort of guide the hands just sort of up to where Thunderplume's sort of like face is, and then Thunderplume is going to sort of nuzzle into the hand.
Then you get on Buckbeak. I mean Thunderplume.
Yeah. I ain't original.
You know, I kind of phased out, and then when I hear about this so big, everything went out of context completely.
Of course.
Well, just for reference, when he grabs her hand, she's shaking, and it's not shaking like normal fear. It's like she is flat out terrified.
Hey, they're not gonna bite you. They're not gonna bite you or anything.
They're pretty nice
okay.
people.
Right.
They're nice.
Uh-huh.
This one's nice. Look, you're getting on fantastic. Look, I'll ride with you just to make sure you're used to it.
Right.
And sort of get you acquainted. But yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you touch my birds.
I just
I
jump
see you
on
over there.
I just jump on one of them.
You just jump on one of them.
I just jump on one of them with a 19. Yeah. I'll take one of the vicious ones as well.
You with the 19, you know how to do the proper showing respect to it, and so you do, and leap on its back.
Borrowed is surprised.
Not really. Just a little impressed. Because usually that one will bite fingers first and ask questions later.
Oh really? Well, he's good with me.
She.
Oh, I know.
Anyway.
Mine, I don't know which one he's gonna go to. He's just pet one to them. Respect one of them. Oh, hello, Bella.
Roll me an animal handling check, Myla.
Oh, fuck. 15?
It just leans down and nuzzles into your hand, and then just sort of lowers its front leg to let you up onto its back.
Which one is this one? Do you know this one, Bard?
That would be Silverbill.
Silver what?
Silverbill. One word. She is she's one of the more behaved ones.
Who have I got?
You've got Hellwings.
Ah, yes, Hellwings. Who isn't on Griffin?
I'm just typing Steel's response to all this.
Yeah, we saw that.
just like Iron Man, just.
Wow.
Feathers are soft. And
Oh yeah.
she's really warm.
Yeah.
The three griffins just sort of charge after Steel and just let their wide wingspan.
Is it Silverbill? As in S-I...
Silverbill.
Silver bill.
Silver bill, as in like the metal, and then bill, as in like a beat.
Bill.
Bill. B-I-L-L.
Okay.
Bill, as in that one thing that we all have to pay, even though we really fucking don't want.
Yes.
You all circle downwards from the castle and swoop wide over the tops of the trees.
I think I want to get off. Oh my god.
Soon. Don't worry. Hey. Open your eyes.
I
It's
can
okay.
show you the world.
I am not doing that.
Shivery plated.
Well, let's
Tell
face it,
me,
if he was going to sing
princess.
that, he would sing that to Milo.
Am I?
Calderax, where did you come from?
I'm always here, darling.
You might want to stay around, Calderax. I need flirtation advice.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'll be here all the time.
Brilliant.
As you get down to sort of tops of the tree level, you can see just fire exploding in the distance. And as you get closer, you can make out 8 figures. 7 of them cut a masculine shape in sort of heavy metallic armor with bronze metal plate armor. 3 of them? One moment, I need to double check how many numbers I have of the things.
Maybe 3?
Maybe?
Uh,
Perhaps?
Oh?
4 of them have glowing, flaming, orange chest pieces that sort of seem to be set in the center of where their heart would be. The other 3 just seem to be wearing tight metal armor and goggles over their eyes. The others have similar goggles that shield their eyes, sort of like welding goggles, like that sort of mirrored look, but with a full metal helmet. And they are chasing a young female elven figure with red hair and red skin.
What?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the redhead, red skin elven lady and try to block the people from that. There's friends. More friends.
Silverbill the Griffin just swoops down next to Isola with Milo on its back.
Borrowed would take Thunderplume down as well.
Hey! Hey, you!
What? Who said that?
Is he getting chased, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
You.
Is he getting chased, yeah?
Yes.
Hey, come on to this.
What is that thing?
It's a griffin, don't mind it. Just come on here.
Oh,
And
Griffin.
basically, Molly gets his hand out, kind of thing, like, just jump on.
And Ursula would just turn around and throw a fireball back at the cultists.
One moment, let me show you the map.
Well, that's casual.
Let me show you the
map.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me. I couldn't help myself. Now I'm gonna have to watch Disney.
I'm gonna throw a fireball. I can actually reach all of them from here, can't I?
Probably.
I just want a really nice good look at this image you've got here. Damn, girl. She pretty.
Honestly, that's one of the default ones. That's not anything.
But she's so
That's
cute
just-
though.
Yeah.
She's not red skin though.
It's
She's
just a default one. You can handle that later, Danny.
not red skin though. Is she
She's
like?
supposed to- She's supposed to be.
She
but,
should be.
Is it like as in like bright red, or just basically like kind of a dark red kind of thing?
Go
like,
for red tinged more than anything else.
I'm trying to picture it, but I can't.
I assume not to the degree that borrowed is.
I would like to cast Fireball at level 5, right in the right here, please. That should get all of them.
Okay. Roll me the damage.
So spells. Fireball cast at level 5.
It's only a bit of damage then.
So that's
It's a bit of damage. It's fine. It's
1,
fine.
2, 3, 4. What's your spell save DC?
16.
16, apparently.
So 2 of them pass it and dive out of the way of the flames. The other 5 of them just get rocketed sideways. Normally when you do this to people, they take a lot of damage.
I'm guessing by the looks of their armor and everything, they look like they're fire resistant people.
They don't seem to have taken any damage from a fireball.
They look fire resistant because the colors look so red looking.
It's the goggles.
Thank you
It's
for
the
pointing out
goggles.
the obvious. I was just...
I'm the one who has to act, huh?
You got this, Luna!
Oh, please, come on.
Are we alright? Are we rolling?
I rolled a 2.
Good for you. Same here.
I got 7.
bad.
Oh, I got a 21, but I still haven't selected. Every time. Every time. Every time I do this, I got a 21, John. Please add me in.
And for your transgression, you get just a 20.
Yeah.
No! No, please.
So is that everybody on here?
Not me. I got a 7.
7 for Sage.
7 for Sage.
got
So,
me?
yes, you're an 8.
I'm an 8.
Steel. You're just slightly off of the ground.
Let's have a look what I've got up my sleeves.
Armies.
I've got something perfect
But
for
I
this.
don't really have much in the way of damaging things, so I am going to... What do I have ranged-wise? Sorry, bear with me a moment.
Elevator music.
Really useful on this. So I think he is just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, Sean says, "Oh, hey, Jeff."
Oh, hey, Jeff.
So just go charging past everyone.
Let me actually get Jeff's character up on the overlay as well.
Determined. And I think what he is going to do... Is this an action to cast, or is this a... I did... as part of... Yeah, there we go. So, actually, the fire's not really doing anything to them, so... fuck it. He's just going to do his thing of a branding smite, and he's going to attempt to smack the shit out of the guy in front of him. So,
Okay.
And possibly rub some arcane jolts on there too. But either
Rub
way,
some.
so smack?
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
No, that's a definite.
Just dung, dung, into his armor.
And I don't have anything as a bonus action, so I am ready.
Borrowed.
Okay, so do we want to get out of here, or do we want to deal massive damage to them?
I would try and distract, just basically just make sure to distract them, throw some stuff, and then skedaddle out.
Keep one alive as well. Questioning.
just a question there, John. How far away are we from the castle? Would you say?
It's probably about 1,000 feet up.
1,000 feet up. Okay, cool. Cause we can just get out of here. I have a thing for that actually. I have a very fun spell for that. But are we like killing them all and taking one of them alive, or are we leaving?
I don't know.
Right.
They
Okay.
are in they're doing a criminal act and they should pay it.
Right.
So,
Okay. This, John, you're gonna have to forgive me because this is on D&D Beyond and not on like the Roll20 thing. I haven't changed things around yet.
Okay.
Really is my bad. But I want to cast Wall of Light.
Okay. Bear with me.
Horizontally. It is a 5th level spell. A shimmering wall of bright light appears at a point that I choose within range, which is about 120 feet. Horizontal, vertically, or diagonally. It can be free-floating, or it could rest on a solid surface. The wall can be up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick. The wall blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. It emits bright light out to 120 feet of dim light, and so on for more. When the wall appears, each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw on a failed save. Basically, what I want to do, if you'll allow me, is to lay it horizontally under them.
Okay.
Without hitting steel. I want to basically light up a 60-foot wide panel under them so that they're all caught in it.
Yep. So they all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution, yes. And Borrowed basically, like, sort of takes out, like, basically, in his hands as he's sort of guiding the griffin, he just sort of, like, a small mirror appears from his hand, and he just sort of aims it like he's burning ants. And then just a wall of light.
What is your spell save DC?
17.
So... one of the flame wraiths passes it. Or flame wraths.
If they fail it, they're blind.
Ooh.
And one of the two of the razor blasts. So this guy.
John?
These guys with the red dots are blind.
John?
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Okay. I might double cast for a second. My headphones just died. If you hear me repeating, I'm sorry.
Okay. And then do you want to roll me 66? No, that's not the right one.
46.
46.
Yeah.
No, 48.
48.
Sorry, I was looking at somebody else's abilities.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Just trying to get my headphones back up and running so I don't like start double casting and stuff. Okay. How? So they rolled. Sorry. Yes. 48.
5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Also, a creature that ends its turn within the walls area takes 48 radiant damage, and everyone who failed is blind.
Yep. So that is 21 to you. 21 to you. 21 to you. 21 to you. And then 10 to you. To you. And
That's a lot of damage.
to you. A solar.
Well, so I've just seen a brilliant ray of brilliant sunlight cause these guys some discomfort.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So I'm going to say, not bad, but check this out. I'm going to move down to here.
Are you on the griffin or not?
I didn't get on the griffin. That's the line. I am going to cast Sunbeam.
So that
these
is
three of them.
2 flame wraths.
Jeff, you're doing a solar beam.
Yes.
Oh, I've missed you so much.
So hold my hands out, so you just see a bright light just come from my hands.
So that is 28 to this guy, 28 to this guy, and 14 to this guy at the back who passed.
I should have said the wall of light when it's a panel like this looks like a disco floor.
My character.
So it's this guy's turn, and he is going to start moving off of the wall.
But why?
So he's going to go 5, 10, 15.
Just blows on his feet.
Pretty much. He is not able to get a line of sight to you guys right now. But he is able to do that. So he pulls out a glowing stick of incense. And flings his hands up in the air. And I realised that whispering that was of no use at all.
I just don't care.
Really wasn't.
Let's turn on the whisper toggle. He puts his hands up into the air and casts Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh no.
So from everybody,
Including the griffins.
including the griffins, can I get a wisdom saving throw?
I'll be fine.
Wisdom.
Oh. See, I'm still good.
No.
Oh no.
I think I'm
Oh,
fine.
that might be me asleep.
Yeah, me and Sean are fine.
That might be me asleep.
A Solar, Luna, and Borrowed all just look up at the pattern and go, ooh. You're not asleep, you just can't do anything but look away from it.
Oh.
Everybody else is fine. Oh, and the griffins.
Griffins.
There's a save end this at the end of the turn, or is there no save for this?
It's at the.
If you take any damage, or somebody else uses their action to shake you awake.
Okay.
I'm eating too much chocolate today, guys. I'm not doing great.
Griffins. What's that? A wisdom save? Oh, okay. They all failed.
Oh no.
A 5, a 3, and a 10. So the griffins just kind of land softly and just look up.
No, it's too late for me to have done a flash of genius to save anyone, really.
This guy is blinded. So he's going to just kind of walk forward.
Bump into the rock. Bump into the rock.
Bump into the rock. Let's give him a... He rolled a 2, so he just trips over prone. Luna, you just spend your turn going, oh, pretty light.
And another wisdom saving throw.
No, you don't get one at the end of your turn, unfortunately.
Nope.
I thought that was how that worked.
Nope,
No.
Only when someone else uses an action to shake you awake, or, you know, you take any damage.
Oh, okay. Well, one of you guys is gonna have to smack me upside the back of the head, because I'm pretty sure my water spells are gonna be the thing that helps us here.
This person is also going to walk forward blindly and stumbles a little on the rock, but doesn't fall over. And he does get to make a save at the end of his turn, doesn't he? Yes.
He does, yes.
So that's no and no. Neither of them managed to unblind themselves.
Gotta beat a 17 there, fellas.
They did not. They rolled a 7 and an 8.
Woohoo! That won't. Nope, that won't do.